Peace and greetings. It's your man DJ Battle checking in from the Foundation Podcast. And man, I hope you're enjoying the programming and sure could use your support. Hey, if you please could like, share, subscribe. Hey, if you want to make a contribution, that'll help as well. I'm trying to get these numbers up, but I can use your help. So contributions can go to Cash App at $DJ Battle 313. I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting, so let's go ahead and get to the show. Let's get it started. Welcome to the Foundation. It is yours truly, the incredible DJ Battle in the building, man. As you can see, man, once again, we got the dynamic duo in the building. But hey, man, I'm gonna take it on down to Huntsville, man. 313 native, man. Mr.Sample in the building. What up, though, man?
Yo, what's going on, man? Holla at your boys. Milk 313 in Love in Huntsville.
Yes, indeed, man. And hey, man, we definitely glad to see everyone here on board. Gonna jump straight into disclaimer time, basically letting you guys know that, hey, man, it's just a couple kings up in here. Hey, we're just gonna talk about a few subjects that have took place in between the last show and the current one. Hey, we don't want no drama, no BS, no legal issues, none of the above, man. And that's because it's for entertainment purposes only. Yes, indeed, entertainment purposes only. So, oh man, it's been a heavy week. It's been a heavy period of time since the last show we was on, man. You know,
definitely.
A lot of influences that in check.
Man,
lot, man.
Woo.
You know, we just gonna go down the line, man. As you can see, we got the Queen in the back, a Neo Soul. Oh man, Angie Stone, and a lot of people don't know, man. She's more than just Neo Soul or R&B. She go way back to the when hip hop was just popping off. With the sequence. Most people don't know about the sequence. You know what I'm saying? When the Sugar Hill Gang was popping off, her and the sequence they wrote most of their songs. You know what I'm saying? And those little sayings and let's dance. You got the feeling. Let's dance. Come on, that was them. That was her.
Yeah,
she was penning it back then. Yeah. Man. Man, what's some of your fondest memories, man, of Angie Stone?
Man, I would say for me personally, it's just seeing her live, man. You know what I'm saying? Just bringing that energy, man, that old school. Just, we obviously previously lost a lot of our legends, that we grew up on, coming up in the 70s. And you just assume as a kid that these people will always be around, man. But, Father Time doing his thing, life happens. And one of the things that just really, really stand out, man, is just her as the trends change. She's just one of those few artists, that's really keeping things afloat, something that we can feel, right? So whether it's, whether it's concert, whether it's online, whether it's a duet, whether it's whatever, you understand, something that we can bop our head to and something that we can relate to. That's been my whole thing right there, keeping it alive. Shout out to people like Chrisette Michelle today, Jill Scott today, Lettucey today. Those are a very small handful of people that really keeping this thing going, man, this R&B soul thing, and hey, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace indeed, man. And like you say, man, she's one of the few that was able to weave from one period of R&B music or hip hop to the next and still be relevant. For a lot of those folks who listen to my like Neo Soul, my old school mixes, when I play like on the Mimosa mix, I play a lot of her stuff. I play a lot of artists in that generation. And this is a huge blow. And we'll talk about the details a little bit later, but we got to give props to other artists that in transition. When I say it's been heavy, man. Oh my goodness, boy. It's just been this one all of them broke my heart, man. This is like Roy Ayers, though, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been as far as I can remember Roy Ayers always being in the background, being played while Mom Dukes is whipping up a batch of grits in the background with some breakfast. You know, everybody love the sunshine.
right,
searching. She
right.
gotta find a lover. I mean, these are these are like soundtracks to our childhood. But more importantly, this guy, man, has he's really to me is a intricate part of that fusion between jazz and R&B,
Yep.
being able to find that common thread and almost basically birthed a whole new genre. You know what I mean? And a lot of you listen to a lot of neo soul artists, you hear a lot, including Angie Stone, you hear a lot of Roy Ayers influence. Not only in R&B but in hip hop as well. A lot when it went to that more native tongue movement, when it started to kind of branch out into the consciousness brand of hip hop, a lot of artists started reaching back to sample a lot of those fusion albums like Roy Ayers and he's like I say, he's a heavy part, man, of our, at least of both our childhood. I'm pretty sure you got some Roy Ayers stories that you probably want to tell. But what comes to mind when you think of Roy?
Listen, man, my former wife, birthday years ago, man. Buddy of mine, I don't know if you ever watched, you watched the Scene New Dance show back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had a set of twins on there, man. Um, and one of them I was really really close to. But anyway, I said, hey man, I said my wife's birthday is coming up. Um, what can you do for me, man? And do you know first row tickets to Roy Ayers, man, in the D. So
Wow.
yeah, and so man, I didn't expect it. I came to the door, long line, and he said, "Man, follow me." And man, front row, and man, you could have listen. It was at a small venue, but it didn't feel that way. I thought I was at the Fox Theater or something, man. I was, I was in love with it, man. He did his thing, and I had to buy him and his guitarist a drink afterwards, man, during a little halftime hookup. And but my question is, you talking about legends, man? I mean, really think about it. Who's going to be the next xylophonist, right?
Wow. Yeah, that's
You know, we gonna have bass players, we're gonna have guitarists, we're gonna have musicians, pianists, saxophonists. We're gonna have all that. But who is the next xylophonist?
Warren Wolf.
Warren Wolf.
Definitely look up Warren Wolf. Warren
All
Wolf
right, all right.
is nice. Is nice on the vibes. Xylophone. I saw this brother on the Blue Note, and he can fill that Roy Ayers void, believe it or not. The brother is nice. And for him to be alongside jazz heavyweights like Marcus Miller and Robert Glasper and Christian Scott, Chief Adjua, as he called himself, when you lining yourself up with cats like this and they got you on the forefront and you hitting the vibe for them,
Yeah.
Warren Wolf, look this
Okay.
brother up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's probably a little younger than us, but he's definitely somewhere in that close to that age range. The
Mm-hmm.
brother is very nice on the vibes and the xylophone. And when I was peeping him out, I felt good because I was like, because when you think about how many people can play vibes and the xylophone like Roy,
Right.
you can't name nobody really. And
No.
like you said, I had to think of Warren Wolf because I was like you said, when you say Roy Ayers, it's like household name.
Right.
Warren Wolf though, peep the
Right.
brother out. Dude do a lot. You can check out his covers. I like the one he did with Montera.
Mm-hmm.
Um he did one with Tell Me a Bedtime Story. Even did Sun Goddess. Dude is nice on the vibes. So when you hear
Right.
him come out, Warren Wolf, the brother is official. Definitely official. So I definitely vouch for that. But yeah, man, let's go down the line, man, because it's like I said, we got a heavy list on it up here, man. Now, Roberta Flack, you know what I'm
Woo.
saying? I was like, man, this is some doozies right here, man. I'm like, damn, we got Angie
Woo.
Stone, Roy Ayers, Roberta
Mm-hmm.
Flack. The closer I get to you.
Oh my God,
Oh, goodness.
man.
Man. The magic nerve Donnie
That's
boy.
legend right there. Strolling in the park, watching winter turn to
Oh
spring.
my goodness. Trying to hold it back, man, and back
Man.
together again with Donnie. Her and Donnie just seemed like they had that magic, man. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
another fallen legend, right? Um, yeah, that's like who replaces that, right? Especially the way these generations are trending today, man. You know, um, let me slide left to us for a second.
What?
My wife and I went to for her birthday. I took her to see Chrisette Michelle.
Okay.
Okay, and when you look at how young she is, and you look at the crowd that she had.
Yeah.
She had 2 shows, right? We was at the first show. Everybody was our age and older. And I mention that simply because that feeling, that vibe of music is fading. And so we're trying to hold on. So when you lose somebody like Roberta Flack, man, let me tell you something. It hurts, you know. It hits home. You know, it's a tap on the shoulder, you know what I'm saying? And you know, what a legend. And once again, rest in peace.
Yeah, like you say, man, that's that grown that to me that whole 70s, 80s, especially 70s, it was just such an influential period. And like you said, it was a more I would call a true contemporary adult or really grown folk music. Soul food. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Soul
yes.
food that you can't get that today. You get a lot of McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell now. You don't get no Ruth Chris. What's the steakhouse? What's the steakhouse that's
You got
popping
Ruth Chris,
on
you got
January?
Lawry's, you got Morton's, you got
See,
a top
yeah,
shelf, baby.
we don't have that no more, and we
Right,
crave that. And to be honest with you, it's not to say that that music's not out there. That's it. The industry doesn't put it out there. The industry
right.
put out a lot of garbage. So that music is out there. You know, I got cats out like my boy Drew Jackson. He's on that level, but he's
Mhm.
he's independent. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
someone that the industry be like, nah, you're gonna wake up too many people. Um, we don't need that. We don't
No,
need
they
that.
won't wake up. They won't shake up, right?
Yeah, yeah, we need some more bitches ain't shit, but we need some more gangster, man. We need some more
Yeah.
gangster.
Some old
You know,
gangsters, some old booty shake, right?
yeah, some more booty shake. We need something that's low level, low vibration, and not to
Yep.
say not to put all in that category, but you know, it's a time and place for everything. We just
Right.
don't get enough of that soul food. We don't get enough of it.
Right.
Yeah, yep. Now on to this brother. You
Mm.
know, Dwayne Wiggins from Tony. You know.
Yeah.
This was another, I didn't know he was going through the health issues. You never know what anyone's going through. You know
No,
what I'm
no, no.
saying?
You don't know till the end.
Yeah,
And once they spring it on you, usually they're in their last days. You
yeah.
know, yeah, that's another one right there, man. That's yeah, that falls in place with another brother we got coming up. But once again, rest in peace, man. People doing the right thing, trying to live the right way, and then you know, there it is.
It happens, man. It's just like that. Here today, gone tomorrow, man.
That's right.
Anniversary. Um,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, feels good. I'm just like, man, in my mind, I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to put together another one of those mixes just to help people get through this, man. Cause this is heavy, man. This is just too
Yeah.
heavy. We
And a
lost a lot.
tribute. Put together a
Yeah.
tribute,
I'm put together a tribute mix for him. I'm gonna get my playlist together. Definitely put something together. And but we not done, man. If you follow this legendary group right here, you know what I'm saying. Once again, we talking soul food, and you know how many classics the Isleys had. People don't realize how heavy this loss was. You listen to
Woo.
all those classic ballads from the 70s, 80s, from the Isleys, really all these songs, really.
Yeah.
The man that was behind the music was this brother right here.
Ooh.
The only one that wasn't an Isley, Chris
Right.
Jasper.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Jasper.
You know, when you and the thing is about that period of time, and especially with groups like the Isleys or Roy Ayers or anybody, when
Yeah.
you heard the first 5 seconds or 10 seconds, you already knew who the artist was before you heard the vocals
Oh,
because they had
absolutely.
the signature sound.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
so especially with the Isley brothers, they always had they had a signature sound that when you close your eyes and they come on, you already know. Okay, Ron about to come in on that verse. He about to come in. La 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 la. You
Yeah,
know he
yeah.
coming. Like, dang, this
That's
brother.
I tell you what, that's the signature voice. When you talk about the Isley brothers, you think of Ronnie Isley,
Yep,
and his famous la 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 la,
yep, yep.
But however, when you talk about the musician, the arranger, the composer, songwriter, I mean, Jasper is that dude, man. There are a lot of times, behind the scenes guys don't get a lot of credit. You know what I'm saying? But you take him out the picture, and what do you have? You know, but when you talk about the whispers, you can't. I mean, not the whispers, but when you talk about the Isley brothers, that's another one, the whispers. But you talk about the Isley brothers, man. Definitely, man. Jasper is that dude, man. Behind the scenes, doing it all, really, because he was also, the lyric man.
Yep. Yep, he was definitely, and I watched him do some compositions. He did have videos, and he did one with "Hello Is Me," and I was just like just mesmerized on how he just transformed the chords, and I was just like,
Yep.
and like you say, man, even when I even back in that period of time, like in the '80s, when I was really starting to listen to the music, back when it was cool to open up an album cover, you know what I'm saying? Look at the center of it, and then you look at oh man, look at these images, and then you somehow look at oh okay, who wrote the song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he wrote the song, he produced it. You start seeing names over like Rod Temperton all over, like you start to notice a pattern. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, the people who don't get the recognition or the face time and the true geniuses behind all these hits, um, you know, it's almost like a gift and a curse because they get to live a normal life. You know what I'm saying? But to me, they still deserve that recognition. But I'm pretty sure they get their coins too, though. If they did their
Oh,
paperwork, right, they definitely get their
oh,
coins.
yeah,
As long as you
yeah.
get your coins, you're happy.
When
You
it's
know what I'm
payday, everybody got to step aside because
saying?
the person that put it all together, yeah, they getting the lion's share. You know what I'm saying?
Got to, man.
Yeah, he getting
Got
the
to.
lion's share. Ain't no mistake about that.
Hell yeah, because and the cool thing about this is, in that period of time, those cats were talented, but they were humble enough to just be like, I'll let you sing it, because you would think that, he probably could write because he couldn't sing. You know what I'm saying? And people
Oh,
seem to forget when they broke it up to Isley Jasper
Jasper
Isley,
Isley, yeah, yep,
you know,
yeah. And
guess
when
who
he
was
sung
singing lead?
Insatiable, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Insatiable Woman.
yep,
Caravan of Love.
yep,
So this brother was holding his own vocally as well.
yeah,
So I gotta say, man, we were blessed to be a part of some amazing music, man.
yeah.
Amazing compositions, and all those artists gonna be missed, man. I'm gonna have to put a tribute mix together and somehow incorporate all that. And I could do it. It ain't no biggie. And I want to say we lost another artist, man. It was one of the impressions. Was it Jerry Butler?
I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
Yep. That's a lot. That's like I said. We lost a lot of talent in that week. You
Yeah,
know, we talking about some generational talent, man. That was just
yeah,
lost. Like,
yeah, yeah. Definitely, man. When you think of new year, you think of new beginnings. Everybody's making resolutions and stuff like that, man. And next thing you know, when somebody finally, checks out, man, it's like, wow, this wasn't my expectation of a new year, right? Um, but life changes for nobody. Life gonna stay life. It don't matter what year it is. It don't matter, what resolution you put together, man. Life is gonna do its thing. It's gonna show up and show out.
that's it. You're like, yeah, this year I'm gonna cut back on pork. I'm gonna get back in shape. I'm gonna do X, Y, Z the whole time. The creator like, yeah, you only got like a month or some change, but go
Yeah,
ahead,
yeah,
do your thing.
yeah, yeah.
So Tough, man. But I just look at my kids and I'll be like, man, y'all, it's time for y'all to put in some work. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these heavyweights, they already gave us the baton. We got to go ahead and continue to pass it, so the next generation can hopefully carry on the legacy these cats can created. All of them will be sorely missed, definitely not forgotten. When you put out the material they have and catalog they have, and a lot of timeless music, it's gonna
Right.
always be heard, always. So.
Definitely.
So yeah, RIP to all of it, man. I got to go on to the next one, man. Whew. Now, now we're going to talk about the so-called economic blackout. I
Hmm?
think they had a 24-hour economic blackout for Target a week ago. I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to this because I'm like, what is one day or what is 24 hours? What's the bigger picture? What's the long-term goal? To be honest with you, if you really want to make an impact on make a company feel a blackout or anything on that level, on the economic level, one day is like, okay, the manager say, hey, y'all take the day off today. You know, we'll we're gonna be all right. We're gonna let everybody get a day off and we'll recoup tomorrow. Or they probably recoup the day before. Because even when I talk to folks who was a part of the blackout, the day before the blackout, I gotta go shopping. I gotta go there and go shopping right quick because we ain't going. Remember, we ain't going there tomorrow. So they either going the day before to stock up, or they going the day after. And I'm like, the bottom line at the end of the year is not gonna change for them.
No,
Um,
it's not going to change. And this was an email that used to be sent out years ago before social media came along about a blackout. And first of all, um, I never participated because we don't have the unity. Let's just keep it real. We don't have the unity. We all about self. Hey, if I need something, I'm gonna go get it. You know, um, and like you said, what's a day? What's a day to multi-billionaires, really? And what hurt are you really causing? Um, which is none. And technically, you really only hurting us, the people who work for them. If you really did it, who's really hurting? Because it's not the billionaires. And so, like you mentioned, this is something that will have to happen for a month or something like that, right? And let me show you how organized this devil is, man. Let's say it happened. Believe you me, they're gonna find the person that initiated it to make sure it don't happen again.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's how this game is played. So, like I said, when we start talking about big boy status, make sure you ready, for the consequences that come behind that. But I have to say this: the rights that we have today as people started with a lot of people that was willing to take that risk,
Yeah, yeah,
and knew the consequences.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But again, we have to stop being trendsetters, which we are, and we have to start having the unity and the power because it's us that really make the economics do what it do.
Yep.
And unfortunately, by us misprioritizing.
Yeah, I got to agree 100 at that. Especially with us being the biggest spenders as well.
Right,
And us making stuff so cool. No matter where you go, you don't notice what kind of impact you have until you travel to other countries and you see who they emulate. You know what I'm
right.
saying? It's like, damn, that's the shit that we used to rock. They say we don't have no culture, but they look like they're rocking the same shit we be rocking. So it's you get it when you step outside of the country, but like you said, to a billionaire, what's one day or a month you could feel it. Now back in the day, when they boycotted, the transportation, oh, they really felt it because we talking about over a year,
Right,
and our people sticking to the code.
right.
So it is funny you say they ain't gonna come back to the organizer. They gonna hang them out to dry for sure. Hang
Yeah.
them out like my office hours off from 9 to 5. They gonna hang them and they gonna drop them. But but you got if you're gonna do something on that level, it has to be at least a year. You
Yeah.
gotta really make them feel it. Even to a billion, you're gonna feel a year. and
Yeah.
your
Oh,
employee, if
absolutely.
somebody not coming to your establishment, you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
feel that too. Where you're gonna have to reduce some stores, you're gonna make some drastic changes, or you're gonna come to the table like, all right, man, let's talk for the day, a month, okay, yeah, maybe, but definitely not a year. A year definitely make them budge. I think.
A year will do it. A year will shut down stores. A year will drop stock prices
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah!
tremendously.
Oh yeah! Oh
And
yeah!
see, and here's another thing. Again, if you start thinking right, you drop them stock prices pretty low. A lot of people can come up.
Oh yeah!
You put your money in Amazon, and yeah, a lot of people come up,
They'll give you
man.
a bunch of stock. Okay,
Yeah,
let's get back on there.
yeah. You and then let things get popping again, and hey, then we all got that bag.
Yeah, and most people got to pay attention to that. If you're gonna do it with that strategy. When
Yes.
they drop the price of that ticker or drop the price of that stock, then you buy up as many as you can, and they'll probably try to block it because they be like, because they do it all the time, man. They
Yeah.
do it all the time. What you think? What you think Trump was doing when he said with these tariffs, and then all of a sudden he'll renege?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the very once he get the news that he's going to get the tariffs, what happened to the prices? What happened to a lot of the markets just start everything start tanking.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Shoot, even my ETFs, it wasn't just the individual stocks, mutual funds, ETF, all of that, man. Index. Phew.
See, and then the news that okay, I was just playing. I'm not gonna do it just yet. Go right
Right.
back up. So you got to pay attention to news, and know exactly what they're doing. It's all about lining up their pockets. Whether it's gaining on the stock or just controlling the market in general. But yeah, I hear that the next blackout for Amazon is supposed to be right now. From this week up until the end of the week, which is the 14th for Amazon this week, and then Walmart's next month for April 7th to the 13th. So I'm like, okay, so you're giving them a heads up. All right, everybody, they can plan accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll make sure that
Well,
everything
they don't
stocked
have
up.
to plan, honestly. I mean, drive up there and just sit in the parking lot, and you'll see all of this going right in. Especially when you talk about us, you don't take away our Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Because mom and pop shop's gone.
man,
They
yeah,
wiped them all
them
out.
out. Guess who
Yeah,
knocked them out?
yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's funny that you say that because when we had the 24-hour Target one, someone went in, to do it. Let me go see if there's some brothers and sisters up in here shopping. Hey, they running up on people. Hey, it's supposed to be a blackout today, right? Then they got a car footage. Oh, what blackout? What's going on? Oh, that was today. I was like, see, look at that. Go. They went through a whole bunch of people. I said, see there, we don't stay on cold, man. That was just one damn day.
Right. Yeah. And here's another thing, man. The word is not really out. I mean, if there's a blackout, who really knows about it, right? Who's putting it out there, and how far is it going? Is it going to the schools? Is it going to employers? Is it going to the churches? You know what I'm saying? Don't assume everybody just because this is what it's supposed to be, and you put it on Instagram. Don't assume everybody's seen it.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
there has to be a movement that everybody know and say, hey, this is what we're doing, and this is what we're going to do further. Hey, especially when injustices continue to happen to us, and and we're mistreated, and that goes with airlines as well, right?
Yep. Yep.
Um, hey, we patronizing you, and hey, this is the way you treat us. Okay, I tell you what, you know, airline so and so, insert airline. We just not gonna fly this no more, and then let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure you'll see some type of change, but this whole just yeah, yeah, I'm down. And the whole time,
Right, right.
oh, you meant today. So
Yeah,
yeah, man. And but if anything, this will give folks a chance, an opportunity to create their own type of Amazon or Walmart. If you get enough people on code that can, I know it's a long shot, and pool their resources together. How long we been talking about that? Pool their resources together
No,
support each
no.
other and patronize each other, then maybe we can make some type of difference. But I think I see some people starting to do it though. You know,
Yeah,
um,
but what's the profit margin? That's what you have to look at. See, one thing we don't own as Black people, we don't own distribution,
distribution big time. Yeah,
right? So this is the reason why. Look at it. You have Black people that, um, when it comes to hair and nails, right? The When it comes to hair and nails, we are the biggest patronizers when it comes to hair and nails, but we don't own nothing. How is that even possible? And it comes down once again to distribution.
yeah.
We don't own nothing, and that there are some people out there that own like a hair shop or a wig shop, or whatever you want to call it, a beauty supply store. However, they're few and far between. Very few and far between. We don't get the same grants. We don't get the same loans. We don't get the same opportunity. And then when we do finally get it, what they're going to charge us to actually get the product, we have to raise the prices in order to make a profit and to cover overhead and employees, right? So what happens? We end up putting ourselves out of business because Black people as a whole don't understand business.
Ain't paying that kind of money, and you just
Right.
hit it right there on the head.
Yep.
If your supply is real high,
Mm.
who's gonna pay for it?
Right.
The
Exactly.
customer. So it's an uphill battle. When you don't own the district or don't have no distribution to rely on, that's really extremely cheap. So it's tough, man. It's tough. So that puts
It
you
is.
going back door again, like
Yeah.
lucky man.
Like they used to
It's
say in
tough.
Detroit, man, the Arabs is cheaper.
It's tough, man. But yeah, man. There's so much for the blackout. We thought we at least talk about it. But let's head on to some. Got a couple more topics for you. This one right here is heartbreaking, man. This one right here, young brother,
Oh,
Caleb Wilson, man. Caleb Wilson. Young brother at Southern University. Everyone knows the story. You go to pledge and all of a sudden, during the pledging process, brother loses his life and they try to, their best to cover it up the best way they possibly can. It's just unfortunate, because someone's going to go to jail for it. A lot of lives are ruined, and to me, it's just so unnecessary. But what's new? These organizations have been doing this for as far as we know. So
absolutely. Yeah, this has been an ongoing process. I remember my college years when the pledging lines used to be on top, right? School day style. For those of you who remember school days, and I saw the last pledge lines, and I believe that was 1990. Yep, 1990 was the last year for pledge lines before they went underground. However, you have a lot of old heads that felt as though the new pledgees was getting over, right? They
too
wasn't
soft.
getting under that wood. Yeah, too soft, and all you got to do is learn a little history and some of the founding mothers and fathers. It became basically a final exam, and I understand the sentiment, especially when you went through a lot of grueling stuff, physical stuff. However, this is the consequence, right? Our condolences to the family and friends of this brother.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Young brother, engineering student in the band. Southern University definitely has one of the better bands. Um, so unnecessary. I never could understand that concept. Growing up, especially where we grew up. So the idea of it was already enough going through in the hood. I'm gonna go to a school and I'm not somebody. Then all of a sudden I'm gonna join this organization, and all of a sudden I'm somebody because I did. I'm like I could never grasp that concept. And I saw a lot of cats who just went in it for, not even the right reasons, to be honest with you.
Right,
They go into it because they think about all the females they can smash. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get
right,
my brands. I'm like, dude, don't you supposed to make the community better and all this? Only thing you thinking about is smashing and what you
right,
can gain
right.
from it. You know,
Yeah,
so in other words, you wasn't anything before you joined this organization. All of a sudden, you are somebody. Like, man, in some ways, I can't. It's hard for me to respect that, and that's why I never bought into the whole Greek life. I was like, man, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The homies I came up with, them my bros. How about that? You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
Everybody do it for different reasons, for networking, to come up. I get that. But I
Right.
just couldn't get the concept of somebody whooping up on my head, you know what I'm saying, just so I can gain a certain status on campus life. But, everybody, everybody's way of coming up and doing those years is different. And some people have a plan, and that's part of it.
That's
Yeah.
part of it. You have parents who are Greek
Legacy.
and they want to come along and hey, my dad was a Q. I want to be a Q, Kappa, Alpha, Sigma, whatever. Shout out to the Panhellenic Association.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, and Iota Phi Theta. And but I'll say this to piggyback off what you're saying. I've seen a lot of people that I was really, really cool with, man. Hang out, partying, in classes together, sit down in the cafeteria, eat, all that kind of stuff. Man, let me tell you something. The second them fools pledged and crossed over, man, yeah, like they didn't even know me. Yeah. Wouldn't even sit next to you, wouldn't even acknowledge me, walk in a campus class. And I said, I will never be that. I will never be, I don't want to be nothing like that. So I tell you what, I'm going to pass. I'll pass. Yeah. Deuces.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna say what I really want to say, but I'm about to say something. But to put it nicely, you the same punk ass motherfucker you was before you joined that. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So,
right, right, right,
so
right,
for you to put this whole facade, like, I'm somebody,
right,
I'm right there with you. I never become that. What you see is what you get with me. You
right,
know what I mean?
right. Absolutely.
But definitely, send prayers out to this. No one wins in this situation. The university, gets a bad look. The fraternity obviously gets a bad look, and this isn't the first time something like this happened.
Oh no.
It's and they're going to keep. This is only going to be swept under the rug for a little while, and they'll continue to go again. And I hate it, like you say, that they get the rap, or not, or should I say, get the rap of being soft because they don't haze like that. There's other ways you can haze, man. They don't have to. They don't have to. They don't have to be so brutal. You got to give them
Right,
something else, man. Don't you ain't
right.
got to be somebody near the inch of their life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just. But they're gonna keep doing it. That's their way of doing it. They won't change. That's the way it is. And we just pray that this is the last time this happens. Good gracious, man. And no one wins. The family loses. The university and the frat looks bad. All look bad.
Yep. It looked bad. Like you said, it be swept under the rug. You got some higher ups that are frat because usually what happened is usually the chapters is shut down on that campus. That's what's supposed to happen, and then whoever involved, from what I read, was supposed to do some jail time and 10 grand. What's 10 grand?
Bruh. Man.
Especially today.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's 10 grand? His brother lost his life. Come on, 10
Yeah.
grand. It's horrible. But, prayers to everyone in that situation. I'm sure we'll be talking about it in the future. But on to the next subject. Now, this situation right here, man, I would hate for any child or to be put in a situation to where they see their parent getting their hands put on them, and especially like their moms. This guy was 15 years old in Ohio. Witnesses his mom's getting, brutally getting abused by her boyfriend. And you can't put a child, especially a teenager, in that situation and not expect him not to protect his mom. I already know what you would have did if somebody put you in that situation as a teen. Milton, we wouldn't be on this program right now.
No, I wouldn't be on the pro. I used to say back in the day, I'd be at 1300 Bovian. You feel me?
Hey, not
You know what
hooping.
I'm saying? I mean, hey, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Rest in peace to my moms, man. You know what? We didn't have the best relationship, but man, let me tell you something, man. If you raise your eyebrows like you was thinking about doing something, you're gonna feel me. You see what I'm saying? And the whole thing, they talking, oh, we're gonna try him as an adult, and I said, for what?
Nah,
How are you gonna sit
nah.
there as an attorney, as a judge, as a cop, and you want to put somebody away for doing the exact same thing that you would have done? The only difference is that you would have got away with it.
Yep.
You understand? You think I'm gonna
Yep.
just sit there and let somebody 15 player? Let me tell you something, man. You'd have caught these hands for real, man. But what they're saying is that the reason why they want to try him as an adult is because they're saying that he had time to go to the safe, get the gun, and then go sit on the porch and wait whatever 15 minutes to a half hour before old boy showed up. It don't make no difference. I gotta make sure as a son and as a young man that this don't happen again.
Yeah. 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 You putting him in a horrible situation. That's his
Absolutely.
mama. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? If anything, he's thinking about if he comes back, he's gonna probably do worse to my mom, or probably hurt both of us.
Right.
So,
That's right.
so, so he's gonna protect his mom the best way he can.
Yeah.
And trying him as a dove now. Get the brother to some true help, some counseling. Definitely no jail time. Definitely in this situation, no jail time. He's
No,
protecting his
no jail
mom.
time. I don't see it.
I don't know anyone that in their right mind that's gonna sit there and watch their mom get beat down and not do something about it.
Right, for
So
real. Not do something because here's the thing, man. Whether the dude passed away or not. First of all, you got to look at this guy's track record. This ain't his first rodeo. This guy had a restraining order from a previous relationship that he had where he bit a chick in the arm, man. Yeah,
hey,
put his mouth on somebody and bit somebody, had a restraining order, man. This guy's got assault charges and everything else. So all of those things have to be taken in consideration.
yeah,
Yeah,
it has to be, man. That
crazy,
right
man.
there, that is just like I said. I definitely pray for the young brother. I hope he gets some counseling. Definitely no jail time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna definitely keep our eye on this situation. And that's all I got to say about that one, man. That should be open and shut. That brother free. Get him some counseling. You know what I'm saying? Give him some counseling. Make him a cop. Make him a
Right,
cop.
for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like how y'all do y'all people. Shit, y'all get y'all
Right.
people and give them an upgrade. Shit, give them a book deal or something. And
Yeah,
stop
something. Hey,
protect.
let me tell you something. This is what should have happened, just like they did for them. They should have came, showed up, arrested him, took him to get a hamburger, fries, and shake.
Oh
Get him some,
shit.
you
He
know what I'm
said,
saying?
get him a sandwich. Get him a Chicago deep dish, man.
Right, for real.
Yeah, you got the boyfriend that put hands on your mama, man. Every one of them cops that showed that they be like, man, I did the same thing. Motherfucker put hands on my mama.
Right.
So nah,
Yeah.
man. It's mama, y'all.
Yeah, mama.
Oh
No,
man,
he
it's
wouldn't he
mom
wouldn't have went
Dukes.
no regular jail cell. He wouldn't have went. No, he'd have been just in a holding spot, which I want to say that's what they said they did with him. I don't think he's in actual jail. I think he's in some type of something separate. But that's the way he should be treated because the young fella's not a criminal.
Yeah, get that brother some counseling. Get him a scholarship so he can go to school. Get some. Maybe he'll probably make the difference to be a pillar to his community.
Yeah.
Um, but he'll definitely learn from the city. And don't think that it don't affect him. It affect him. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he took a life. But the bigger rule is don't put hands on mom dukes. That's the
Right.
bigger
For
rule.
real.
That's the biggest thing, man. Protect your moms.
For real.
Yeah, man. That got me boiling. Whew, we got one more topic for you, man. Then we're gonna let y'all go, man. Now, there's a disturbing trend going out right now
Oh,
that we need to talk about this, man. We got a brother that not only gets, you know, his chick pregnant, but somewhere down the line, he thought it was a good idea for Mom Dukes to also carry his seed. So what he's going to bring into a world is a interesting dynamic when two kids are born pretty much at the same time that are siblings, but also, man, where you go with this? You got a grandma slash mama. I mean, I mean, the relationship dynamic in the family tree, when you break it down, is gonna look kind of twisted. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Where folks coming up with these trends, man? Where did our brother get in his mind? He already putting the seed in one woman. Where does he go down the line and look at the mom and say, you know what? She need to carry mine too. That's I don't get that, man.
No, I don't get it. But now I'm gonna try to say this and be somewhat politically correct, right?
What?
Because we don't want to offend anybody. However, I'm gonna say this: give an inch, take a mile. Right? We've lowered our traditional family values, right? And we allow some things to be accepted and become mainstream and popularized. And so our moral values went out the window, right? And so usually something like this wouldn't normally make news, because stuff like this has actually been happening for years. But it's always been family secret.
Mm-hmm.
Always been family secret.
Mm-hmm.
But to come out like this with no shame tells you where society has gone and where we've fallen. And I think y'all know what I'm talking about. There's no hate, but this is just the harsh reality of it. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. When they took God out the classroom, they knew what they was doing. Because see, now we can present you with all this other garbage. And there's no moral compass to stop what you see today from happening. And I'm gonna stop right there.
Man, I don't know. That's a tough one. That is, I get what you're saying. Man, this is common sense, man. What the fuck? Like, it's like, what the hell is wrong with you? And if you've seen the story in this particular situation, he was dating a girl, the daughter, like basically the daughter. He was dating her, but was complaining to the mother, like moms was like the counselor. And after talking to the moms, somehow they came upon the agreement that she should, that she should be included in their throuple or whatever you want to call it, what they call it. Some I don't know. I don't know if this had anything to do with God being taken out of the classroom. This is just somebody that's like, you know what, mom's fine. I'm gonna put some of moms too. This is an individual sick decision. And as far as the folks that normally, putting a seed in both the daughter and the mother, it's usually like some in-home shit. You know what I'm saying? Like where the father's abusive, just sick mentally, just repeating the cycle that had happened to him, or he and saw coming up to where he just repeated the cycle and he just said, well, you know what, it happened to me. I'm gonna do it to my kids. It's like, man, who does that? But yeah, but it seemed like for this is becoming kind of trendy because in this situation, behind me, there's another situation where two siblings that have a mother and grandmother as the parent. It's like, so yeah, they definitely taking God out the equation for sure. And if anything, you broke up the household. Anytime to me, once you break up the household, and especially in our situation, you take the man and pit him against a woman, and then you allow the television or social media to take over who influence them, this becomes trendy. Now, let's see a year from now, let's see how many more of these situations we'll see like this where, mom and daughters are sharing the same man and spitting out children.
I don't know about spitting out children, but I've talked to plenty of dudes, man, over the years in the past that have smashed both the daughter and the mother, man. This has been going on for years, man. As a matter of fact, I was sitting here as you was talking, trying to think of the sitcom that my cousin sent me. There's a sitcom where it's the sister uh, that has a boyfriend that she's sharing with her mom. You know, they're on time intervals and stuff like that. That's why I say once you put it on TV, you understand. Well, that's what I talk about, moral compass,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I'm trying not to get your platform in trouble, but
I'm good, man. Go. I say, you know what I said? Let it loose. You know what I'm saying?
but once we allow one thing to happen and we normalized it, then they said, well, hey, if you normalize this, then what about this over here? We're gonna start doing this now.
So that's how
we say, well, you can't judge. And see, that whole you can't judge thing, we done took that so far, right? That no matter what we do now it's more illegal to judge somebody than it is to call somebody out on a BS.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And this is where we at today, right? And I'm gonna take it a little bit further because I want to say it on your platform, man. Just so a lot of people say he was the first person to say it. This next trend coming out, man, is these doggone pedophiles, right? They're gonna normalize this thing about older men sleeping with these young boys, man. I'm talking about 7, 8, 9 years old. They normalizing this stuff, man. Grown women sleeping with young boys, 11, 12 years old, whatever, understand. They got this lambda movement, if you look it up online, where these people are openly saying, hey, I'm a boy lover, I'm this, that, and the other, right? And you're gonna see this in the future, where it's gonna start small and it's gonna work its way up. This is the next move that's coming.
It's already here. It's called
Yeah.
MAPS. It's called MAPS. MAPS. You know, minor attracted persons.
See how they changed the name? It ain't pedophile no more, right?
Yeah, it's MAPS, and they actually got a map for it too. And the color is like almost similar to like the rainbow, but the color scheme is kind of like light blue, light yellow, light pink. It's like it's like a rainbow, but it's like a lighter version of it.
Right.
MAPS.
Yeah. So we got MAPS.
Yep.
But it started with Lambda. I remember that because I had posted that on Michael Basin's platform. I don't see color. I posted that years ago. But this is where we got today. And this is what people have to understand. How did it get to the point where we even know what MAPS is? Who put it out there? You know, was this CNN? Was this, you know, why would you even mainstream this to even make it news, right? Without ridicule. So this is part of the agenda.
Oh yeah.
Of immorality, right? And then think about it. Who is going to allow? Can you imagine one of your daughters coming to you talking about, you know, or your son coming to you talking about, hey, this 40-year-old dude out here, player.
Yeah, the Glock stay ready. Well, in that situation, I'm gonna have to whoop some man.
See what I'm saying? So who allowing their kids to even participate in some stuff like this? How could you come and knock on somebody's door and I'm a grown man and I'm sitting here saying, hey, can your 13-year-old boy come, we going on a date to hear? So, you see how crazy that sounds?
It sounds very crazy. And there's always people who got paper and a little power that's going to be bold enough to try it, you know, and who else would try to put that out there publicly? There's always some folks that has a lot of influence, a lot of money, and they'll test the waters. You know, we're in the era now. There's no, you know, people ain't hiding no more. You know what I'm saying? They got an actual map for this, a map. Come on, man.
Man, they took the door off the closet, man. Ain't no more. Ain't no more coming out the closet. They took the door.
So you just gotta watch your kids, watch everybody, man. You just gotta, you know, whatever they're a part of, make sure you present.
Right.
You know, anything I put my kids, I'm right there. Like, I'm participating too. Like, yeah, I'm coaching too.
Right.
Yeah, we traveling out of town. Yeah, where we going? I'm a chaperone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even give them the opportunity or the gateway to try some BS because they will, like you said, give them an inch.
Yeah, take a mile.
They'll definitely take a damn mile. And that mile might be costing my life.
Yeah, for real. For real. Real. But like I said, I feel bad for the up and coming generations because it's just a matter of time until this is normalized, right? Because
Yeah.
somebody is behind this, that's putting this all together. Like they put everything else together, right? There's somebody, and so what's the end game, right? What's the goal, right? So the goal is population control. There you go.
Shrink the population.
And yeah. And so you make a bunch of mongrels and half breeds and this, that, and the other. It's sad. But they talk about us being savages, but we it ain't us that's doing this.
We don't have the puppet strings.
Nah.
We don't have none of the gatekeeper
We ain't
access.
doing this,
None of
player.
that. None of that.
No, not at all.
Yep. So hey, all I got to say is that concludes another show. We're gonna get ready to roll up out of here. Anything got to say to the folks, man, before we roll out this piece?
Absolutely. Be thankful for what you have. Live every day like it's your last. If it can happen to the celebrities, it can happen to everybody. We're all people. We're just people. And make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this video. We appreciate your viewing.
Oh man, definitely appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate everyone for rocking with us, man. We see you guys soon. Hopefully I get my brother back up here again, because you see spitting that game, that knowledge. Hey, I love it, man. But definitely appreciate you rocking. And we'll definitely see you guys next time. And yeah, man, like, share, subscribe, and let's continue to talk about these serious topics. Yeah, man. We
Yes,
up out
sir.
of here.